Well, as the sun rises, another episode begins. Now, today on Shamblecraft, we actually have quite a bit to go through today, and I actually have a bunch of plans for this episode, and I think a lot of them are really, really cool. So I think we should start off today by showing you a new member who settled near my base. Kiwi. Where do I even start with Kiwi besides I had an amazing stream on Kiwi's first time on the server. I recommend you guys go check it out if you haven't already. It's about a 3-hour long spectacular. I'll have his Twitch link down in the YouTube. Down in the description. It'll also have his YouTube channel linked down in the description because you do not want to miss it out. I can tell you now, it is amazing. Also, since the last episode, I have done some planning for what we're going to do this episode. And actually, what we're going to do this episode kind of isn't over here, because I have other plans for a different part of the server. But before we can start with those plans, I need to show you something that Squid gave me, because, well, Squid is helping me on my goal to, well, achieve a certain thing. Now I have the blue axolotl. So that's pretty cool. And yes, I got a dragon egg, because shenanigans are big in this server, you know? So, I have a dragon egg, and I have a blue axolotl. So when we decide to do some more interior and exterior decorations on my base, I can go ahead and build an axolotl tank on my base, because I think that'll be pretty cool. Now, since today's episode is related to a certain animal, I feel like we should head to this certain animal and get to know this animal pretty well, because, well, if I don't know this certain animal, then it's going to be pretty difficult for me to, well, be able to be with it. And in fact, this animal is inside this spawn egg. Let's go visit it. Hello. Can I get in the door? Thank you. Hello, Moana. Hi, Moana. How you doing, Moana? Moana. I think I'm starting to get to know you, Moana. Moana. I understand you. A lot. Yes, Moana. I understand you. What happened to me? Why am I a white cow when this is a brown cow? Why am I the complete opposite colors of this cow? Is it because I'm a human cow? Huh. I guess I'm a human cow. Everything changed on my skin. Clearly, everything. My flowers are now black and white. I now have black and white outfit. Oh! My wristbands and watches are now even changed. That looks odd. And it makes my skin 10,000 times brighter for sure. This looks very odd. Wow. But I guess that does lead us to the next part of our episode, actually. Since this episode, there's kind of a main focus, as you've probably seen by the title of this episode. We need to, well, build a certain thing. Now the question is, where do I build this certain thing? And I feel like where I should build it is, I think maybe like over here it should be a great spot. Now, I don't think I'm going to run a time-lapse, just because I don't feel like running a time-lapse, really. So, I guess I'll see you after I have this farm built up, so see you then. Well, there we have it. The cow farm has been made, and it is, I guess, full of cows, you might say. It's not enough cows that I want in here, but it's a start for now, you know? Because apparently I'm going to be needing a lot of cows, because this is how I'm going to be getting all the leather for my books. So that probably means by the end of the season, I'll have so many cow heads in it. You don't want to know how many I will end up having. Now, the next thing about this episode that I think we might need to do is, I think we need to get myself a chest piece, and I don't think I like my bow also. Now, for me to do those things, that will take, well, not take, but require some grinding over at this house. Now, yes, it might take me a few minutes, well, like 10, 15 minutes, but I guess I'll see you guys after I get enough books for everything. So, see you then. Well, there we have it. We have the books I need for it. And we're heading to the Ender to, well, get everything nice and enchanted. Now, while I get everything enchanted, I would like to say something. I sometimes stream on Twitch. Not that often, but sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. Now, the best way to find my Twitch is, well, to go down to the links down in the description and look for it. Like, it's just right there, always. It will always be right there, so if you ever want to find it, that's where you can find it. Now, I also have a Discord link down there. So I guess if you wanted to join my Discord, you could join my Discord. And apparently I need to turn this on also. Now, another thing you could do, if you really feel like it, you could even join my... Well, not technically, like, join anything, but I don't know what you want to call it. Like, join my community by, like, liking and subscribing, even if you wanted. So, I guess if you wanted, you could do that also. And also, I've been having the time of my life making episodes. They're really fun to me, personally. I'm enjoying seeing what the entire server is doing. I'm definitely enjoying everyone on this server. And the people that are on right now, even. Didn't know who was on, so it's just pretty much a gamble for when I said that. That's the fun part about this server. You never know who's on, and you never know when they'll be on. Because there's pretty much, I think, always someone on. Which I think is very cool of this server. Something I would have never expected. Because I've always came from playing very, very small servers, so it's a very big difference to me to be seeing so many people. At first it was actually very intimidating, but I quickly got over just on how intimidating it was. And now I'm loving it. But I'm not loving getting all these ender pearls in my inventory, though, I can tell you that. Now, the reason I wanted to get a chest piece, because you might be like, Donut, you can't wear a chest piece if you have an elytra. Well, I want to say something else. I want to say, you're wrong. Now, for me to show you it, I'm obviously going to be at my base. Or not. Okay, I think there's an anvil over here. This will work. So, I need to grab an anvil. And I need to, let's see here. I don't know how you do this. I believe you chuck an anvil on the ground. You get your elytra. You get your chest piece. And you just chuck it on top of the anvil. I don't know how you do this, but... Oh, I think it worked. Well... Oh, I just realized something. Can I apply netherite to it? Because I forgot to apply netherite. Uh-oh. I don't have a netherite. Otherwise, I might just have to do something about that. Because if I don't have a netherite chest piece, that's not good, you know? I'll be back after I figure out how to get netherite on this thing. So, see you then. Okay, guys, I bought a piece of netherite. I have a netherite ingot. Let's see if we're able to apply it in a smithing table. Okay. Well, I don't have an extra elytra, so I'm kind of confused. What do I do now, you know? Huh. I don't know how you take off the shirt. Odd sentence that probably will never say again. But if you know what to do, go ahead and tell me down below in the comments, because, yeah, I think I definitely know what to do. And now I have a spare piece of netherite that, well, I guess I have an extra piece of netherite for when I decide to make another tool. Well, but that's okay. Now, before we go on to our next segment of this episode, I'd like to say something. And that something is, well, our next segment is actually a competition at Squidface's base. Now, Squidface has been super kind to me throughout this entire server. As well, I have his head along with Kiwi's and Mr. Pizza Dude's, because, you know, I'm collecting heads. Like, I'm even collecting my heads over here. I have this skin I'm wearing now, my normal skin, my pride skin, which is clearly broken, and then a cat from the stream I did yesterday with Kiwi. Or was it 2 days ago? I don't remember when it was now, so that's besides the point, okay? Now, as we go ahead and fly to Squidface's base, this competition is apparently, like, a sandstone design, or whatever you want to call it. Like, not necessarily sandstone, but it's, like, kind of themed to, like, sandstone, sandy area from what I've seen personally and looked at. Now, I have gonna go ahead and claimed a spot in my area, but I haven't really read through the rules necessarily, so how about we read through them? Okay, now that we're done reading, now I'm gonna go ahead and show you. Oh, no, I don't think it's sort of help you fly. Now, I went ahead and claimed this spot over here. And now I guess, I'm curious now, has anyone else claimed a spot, or am I the only one in the competition right now? Because if so, hey, that's kind of nice, you know? For me, personally, I think now, it looks like I'm the only one in it, and if I'm the only one in it, it's an easy win. Now, I'm going to hope that happens, but unrealistically, that probably won't happen, and you'll probably figure out whether or not I won in the next episode. Or, depending, I might put this episode. That goes down to the void. Huh. That's concerning. Well, anyways, I think it's time we go ahead and start building something. I'm not gonna do a hit the time lapse because I don't know what I'm gonna build. All I know is that it has to be somewhat related to these builds. I think I'm gonna kind of go for a build something more related to this one. I don't even know what blocks these are, so I guess I'll look and I guess I'll see you guys after I finally build something. So, see you then. Well, I have it built. Yes, it kind of blends in with the rest of Squid Space, and yes, it doesn't. The main reason I don't think it does is because the warped, the stripped warped logs, but it's like, I was like, I want to add my base into the space somehow, so I decided, you know what, let's do this. It's super skinny, but I was able to make an interior. We got a little living room, a little dance room, then upstairs we got a little bedroom. Super small, super simple, super nice. Now, I did use this building right here as inspiration. It looks super well, and right now I guess I'm in first place as there's no one else has built anything here. Now, for the next part of the episode, I actually want to show you guys something in the nether. So, I guess I'll see you guys once I'm in the nether. Well, I decided that my, shop did not have enough color, so I went ahead and added some color to it. I chose the colors orange, light blue, green. Well, lime. I was going to use yellow, but there wasn't enough yellow, because I just feel like yellow goes good with those two colors. But I chose orange instead. Now, Kiwi opened this shop right here, and I used it, and I bought something from it. It's called the Back Alley, and it's pretty much, a hitman shop, and pretty much will bring you a person's head. Now, I used it, but I'm not going to tell you who I used it on, because, well, you'll find out in a later episode when I get that head. But, hey, still counts. And also, the one thing that I've noticed is how well this shopping district is starting to come together with just shops of, like, every single thing. And now that I, know it, I can tell people, like, hey, you need a bookstore's here. You need, dyes are here. You need, what else is there? Oh, axolotl junk, it's here. I know, that doesn't even sell axolotls, but hey. And apparently there's chickens in a beacon. Okay, then. The things that happen on this server. Now we need to go back to my base for the next segment of this episode. So, I guess I'll see you guys back at my base. Okay, guys. Well, this is my headboard. Well, at least the start of it. Later on, I do want to make a head building, but for now, this is going to work. Like, this is where I'm going to store all my heads until I have the head building. Now, we actually have a few heads. Well, I put on Shep's head. Now, the first head we have is Shep's. The next head we have is Squid's. The next head we have is Kiwi's. And the next head we have is Pizza's. Now, I guess we could go ahead and give me a slot since I do have my own head. We can go and call it me. There we go. And put me in. Now, speaking of Kiwi, I do have another head to give to Kiwi sometime for the Kiwi's house, but I'll do that sometime when Kiwi goes live. Because I think it's always better just to surprise him with a surprise attack from another head. Because, heads are important in this server. Now, I think the next thing that we're going to do in this episode is I still don't feel like I have enough cows over at my cow farm. You know? So I guess I will continue breeding the cows, and I will see you after the cows, well, have a bigger population. So, I guess I'll see you then. Now, guys, I went ahead and brought up all the cows, and now they're adults. Now, since that time, Kiwi actually did his third stream from Shamblecraft. Now, during that stream, I had a lot of fun. It was me, Squid, who else was there? Kiwi, Shep, Pizza, Pakistan. I don't know how you say it. I think it's Pakistan. I don't know. And then other people were there, obviously. And that entire stream was absolutely a lot of fun. We had special guests that joined us for a few minutes from NJ, Miteness, all sorts of cool things. And it was really fun and all. And also during that time, me and Shep went ahead and built this really, really cool design. Because, well, you know, we're builders. And yeah, for another entry of the build competition, I think it looks really, really well. And it's kind of telling a story like Kiwi's the, what do you want to call it, like, a grand fighter. I just got impaled, and, well, Squid, Shep, and Pizza, well, yeah, they are dead. So we did that. Also, during that stream, I, well, have a little clip for you to see, so how about, I roll that clip right now. Okay. Let's see what she responds with. Oh no! Hi, NJ. I'm coming to help now. NJ, you're dead. But NJ, you don't know, but we spent a good 30 minutes mapping out your base earlier, trying to figure out where you would be. I swear she's at the tree. She's in the tree. She's right. Look at me, look at me. Look where I'm looking. She knows we see her. Yeah, that tree. Good luck. This is all up to you. I probably should set my spawn also. Okay. She's using an axe. You got this, Kiwi? Give her a little bit of fire aspect. You can do this, Kiwi. You can do it. Did you get the head? Yes! Nice. My precious head. That is very much true. Yes, the treasured head. Now, as you saw during that clip, I got NJ's head, so we can go and add it to our headboard. And I'm one step closer of having everybody's heads. Now, that stream was so much fun that we did, and I also went ahead and did some planing of mine and Kiwi's bases, as we're pretty much going to be doing kind of connecting bases. So I think without further ado, I should go and show you guys. Now, there's no clip, there's no nothing, besides there's a map to, well, represent everything. As you can see here, you can see we went ahead and mapped out our entire area. You can see every little bit. And yes, I'm not in my skin anymore, as we're done with cows for this episode. Just thought I'd point that out. So, here's where the cow egg is. This is Kiwi's mega base. This area right here is my mega base section, as it's going to be more separate builds. Then this entire section, then this little area around here is all going to be just terraforming stuff that we're just going to make just look better, like with snow everywhere. Kind of what I did over there. Not bad representation of it, I haven't got there yet. But I'm going to be turning every single block that is pretty much out there into snow. And me and Kiwi decided how we're going to do this birch forest, or old birch forest. We decided that we're going to make this entire area pretty much to where my cursor is. So pretty much like right here is just going to be, all this area is going to be snow. And this area is going to be a beach to go into his place. So that's what we thought we should do. Now, this episode took me a long time to make. It should have not taken me this long, but it took me about 5 days total. Yet only 3 of those days were actual recording days, and I know this episode's going to take me a long time to edit. So I should probably go ahead and start getting this episode out to you. So without further ado, this is Shamblecraft. I'm Donation7684. Goodbye.